As this crowd rolled into U.S. Bank Stadium, they were bundled up, jackets and scarves, downright cold outside on this November evening. But all good here inside as we welcome you to Minneapolis, Minnesota. Tonight it's the final morsel in our Thanksgiving feast, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. Set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's strong to be, and right away he lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football, and they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start the play themselves.
Devon Godcho up to make the tackle.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
Now a second down throw for Cousins. The throw out to Ross. He's got it. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Charles, Thursday night game.
Hello.
Playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that. Because just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put it up on playbook. So as you say, shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. They try again with Cook. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beefeaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beefeaters licking their chops and tasty dish in one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance.
That one's not even tofu. I'll tell you that much for free. So the defense
Milo, get up out, no.
and they add on to that by getting the field goal.
Okay.
You don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you can score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense
Milo.
and then put points on the board.
Good boy.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into it, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
18 big yards on that one, and a New England first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage.
What up, T?
So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss.
Meanwhile, Jones throws taken in by Thornton. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Well, once again, from all of us at EA Sports, happy Thanksgiving. Hope everybody's had a fantastic day on the couch.
Is it just me, or is it like really cold?
This, of course, the nightcap to a great day of football here this Thanksgiving holiday 2022. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Yeah, it feels.
Now Jones. And he's going to be sacked. They sack it back right at the midfield stripe. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
That's not. I don't feel cold. I don't feel cold at all.
But the defense,
It's
they
probably
responded on that play. Second and management became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Well, give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. On 4th down, Michael Pilardi on the punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. Taking it about the 16. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they are losers of 2 straight coming into this Thursday night game. Is it more difficult, CD, when you take a losing streak into a quick turnaround game like this?
It certainly is because you don't get time to work on the issues.
He's got a man, complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. How about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football, right on the money.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Vikings hit 3 and 7 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They might get a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. On play action, Cousins. And it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Joseph connects on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. On 2nd down, the run was strong. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all you need.
Lord, you didn't. Look at you. You just got it, and now you put it got it right under the sofa. You just got it. What did you do with it? There you go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And the ball closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Jones to throw on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. This defense for the Pats, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook, and he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. To throw it is Cousins. This ball complete. It's an out route to Thielen. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on is the punter Ryan Wright. And deep to return it is Marcus Jones. They'll look to set up his blockers. It'll be a net of only 30 here. 40-yard punt.
Off the couch, my God.
And the Patriots take over.
Off the couch.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. The last series form a little disappointing.
Oh, no. Off the...
And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Off the couch, my little off the couch.
2nd down coming up.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jones. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Nothing flashy there, the slant to the slot.
And the frustration for the defensive guys because it's a quick play, and you know it's going to be a bang-bang play in terms of the throw and the catch, and then he's able to absorb the contact and complete it.
On 1st and 10, it's Strong. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they move the football player.
Absolutely.
You gonna chew on your brother like that? I don't think he likes that.
You'll take runs like that each and every time.
You gonna chew on your brother like that? He don't appreciate that.
2nd down, here Strong once more. And this time
he doesn't appreciate you just chewing on him. That's your brother.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be
look at them. They're looking at you like, no. Look at the triplets. They're like, no.
Territory though if they're stopped. Looking to throw. Jones. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And now thrown incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this 1st half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Jones. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. But it was too far for a field goal try. You don't really gain a whole lot out of a punt, so I don't think you have much of a problem with that, do you?
No, not at all. I think it's the right play, the exact right play, because even if you want to play defense and pin them deep, you know how hard it is for a punter to not run dead inside the 10-yard line. That's not necessarily easily done. So I think going forward there was the right call.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Cousins. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
I'll tell you what, these last couple of drives, much better from a defensive perspective. They gave up a touchdown on the opening drive, and then after forcing a punt on their last possession, it looks like they're going to get the football back again.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Jones on the return. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Jones. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Zadarius Smith able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Fielded at the 20. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Throwing is Cousins. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Finding room in midfield. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of 40. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Great job there. And that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up downfield in a later sequence, right?
A lot of the time, it starts to draw the defense closer to the line of scrimmage. So to your point, show this swing pass, show this check down. Maybe later on, you heave one deep when you catch him close to the spot. Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's Cousins. This one caught, it's the tight end Hawkinson. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A good pickup there at 22.
Boy, how about the speed with which his offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes our score 17-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training.
Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings continue to pull away here in this first half. Joseph connects on the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Zadarius Smith make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're obviously right now in the driver's seat, comfortably ahead. They've scored on a couple straight possessions, Charles. And, I mean, for them, I guess it's just more of the same, right? Keep doing what you've been doing.
Yeah, it's not typical for us to see games out of reach in the third quarter. Right now, they're unstoppable in this one. And seeing how they just came out onto the field, It does appear like they're done scoring points in this one. They look awfully confident.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go play action. Cousins eluding the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Cook following the penalty. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Cook again. And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 24.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Joseph on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Joseph's got it. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10, Jones. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring it down. Zadarius Smith, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's got the 1st down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. And they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Now an end around. His Cousins have just popped this forward. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And here's Ryan Wright now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. That's caught by Myers. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. On the out route, he's got Thornton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back in the 24. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and abundant. Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, touchdown, Patriots. Jacoby Myers, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Patriots are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead now down to 20.
Vikings 27, Patriots 7. Nick Folk to kick off for New England.
Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And this game just illustrates how important home field really is. On paper, didn't look like much of a matchup, but now it's looking like it'll become one of the big surprises of the weekend. They start the drive with Cook. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Cousins going to bat it forward here on the jet sweep. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Well, maybe it hasn't exactly been a Rembrandt, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally cough it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Looking for Thornton, and he's got him.
Touchdown, New England. From 21 yards away. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Folk connects on the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the fourth, they got to be careful.
They definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again. Their purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts. And
keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. 74 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They run it again with Cook. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Now whistles blow and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. It's Cousins on the sneak. Only needed a few inches to pick it up and get behind your center and burrow forward like he did.
And remember what the GMs have told us? We build an offensive line starting with our center. The guy who can make all the line calls and also move those big defensive tackles in order to pick up first downs.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way. So it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
Second down, they go right back to Cook. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Cousins gives way to Cook. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Again, it's Cook. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss.